What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Batman Detective Comics, issue number 1094. This one is written by Tom Taylor with art by Mikel Janín, or Janín. I think I might have been pronouncing it wrong this whole time, in which case I do apologize for that. But this is still the Asema stuff and the interesting mystery kind of going on there. At the end of the previous issue, Batman and the kid were kind of left in a real critical condition. Batman was kind of losing motor functions, but he was not going to stand by and watch this kid die. So, and a pretty cool move too, he activates something within his utility belt, which injects him with something which he's going to face the consequences for later, but it's going to kind of keep him moving a little bit to kind of keep this kid stable. So I like the use of Batman's technology a lot in this issue. I mean, we get to see a lot of his cool gadgets that help him out of different situations. See, that's the cool Batman stuff I like to see in this thing. And, you know, he's really concerned for what was happening with this kid and has a nice little tender moment with him, but he's able to kind of get him to the hospital and keep him stable. But the kid's in a really bad state right now. You have this deranged serial killer after him, trying to kill him off, and so he's just in a pure panic mode. So he is stable, but he also asked Damian to, we do have one connection with all these victims, and it is this prison system, so I need you to go to prison, son, which is kind of a funny concept. But Damian decides to kind of go undercover and disguise himself to kind of figure out from his point of view, okay, what's going on with these youthful kids, and Bruce is going to kind of go in and investigate things. So I like this. I like utilizing them in different fashions, get the disguises and all that. Bruce has a conversation with the head of this prison here about potentially investing in. He's just kind of this slimy scumbag, and he just wants to beat the living hell out of this guy. He wants nothing more than to punch this dude. But he's but I hope it brings you peace to remind you that the prison continues to punish these criminals every day. I hate this man. It's kind of a funny bit, but he does do kind of a smooth Batman moves to kind of trip him and cause him to kind of hit his head. And he's oh, look, he's in pain and all that too, but to kind of make it look like an accident. So I like that utilization. We utilize Batman's thinking. He also has Oracle kind of scan the room for any potential hidden cameras before he goes in and does this stuff. So he really does think of every little situation in this kind of scenario. So Damian's off doing his thing, and there's one point where this guard is ready to kind of beat this kid, and Damian just can't stand by, and Babs just Batman, we have a problem in the prison. Damian basically takes over the prison kind of on his own. He does get a phone call at one point, which is kind of funny, and he's you have a call, it's your mother. It's hi, Mom. I don't know, did anyone else not kind of notice that? But I guess he has somebody kind of working on the inside with him too. And Batman was proud of him. He's just he protected a kid, huh? Yes, good for you. Beat the shit out of these corrupt guards or whatever. So yeah, so there's that. He decides to kind of go on his own, but he gets stuck with this serum. He's I'll take punishment for myself. We don't exactly see exactly what happens, but he's kind of kept very still. But Damian's just kind of kept in solitary, and he's just there's other kids in here too. I should be protecting them. But Batman's look, we have a plan. We have to stick to it. We will find justice for these kids. So I like that aspect. And then at the end of the issue, we have Asema there, who left a little note there. It kind of reminds me of, Batman Forever. And I think one of the things going on too is they're using the blood. They're basically harvesting these kids' bloods to kind of help make this sort of serum, as we're kind of learning throughout the issue too. So yeah, that's an interesting way to do it. So the youthfulness of the kids, it's almost they're taking their blood to kind of make this youth serum or something like that. At least that's where the theory's kind of going with it too. So, but I really did like this one. I liked it quite a bit. I like seeing Batman's gadgets. I like the use of Damian within the issue. Eventually he's going to kind of, Damian's a little hot-headed, so he's going to try and he won't stand by if somebody's getting hurt like that. He's going to step in, even if it would potentially blow his cover. He's not going to let something like that happen to a kid. So I like that aspect. I like how he didn't really want to go and stand by, but he still was kind of cooperative with Bruce. Let's work cohesively as a unit. And I like this too. It definitely is a bit of a contrast to what's going on in Batman and Robin right now under Philip Kennedy Johnson, where they're a little bit at odds, but they had that misunderstanding thing, which didn't really gel with me. But I'm still liking, in terms of two of the three mainline Batman books, you have this one, Batman, Robin, and Detective. In the main Batman book, the main one, you have Batman, Robin, and Detective Comics. I'm liking the stuff with Bruce and Damian so far, at least in two of the three. The main Batman book, well, we're going to get new creative, and we're going to get Batman Hush 2 in that thing. So that'll be interesting. And that starts like next month or whatever, or maybe it's the month after. I can't quite remember, but we are getting Hush 2, so we'll see how Hush 2 turns out. I'm a little iffy on it, but you know, Hush is a very beloved storyline. Let's see how they translate it with the sequel. So, but that's a topic for another day. But I think Detective Comics is actually pretty good right now. I think this is the best issue so far in the run, at least in my humble opinion. And I love the artwork. I think it looks great. I like the use of Bruce and Damian and his technology and the mystery that's kind of brewing on the sides. And I think it's pretty good so far. So yeah, pretty solid stuff overall. What did you think of it? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit that bell for more notifications, all that fun stuff. And I got several other videos I want to get to, and then we will be all set. So yep, peace out, everyone.